Good morning students. In this particular segment I am going to explain you some basics important numericals based on current electricity as it is important for the board purpose. So let me just give you some basic numerical. So my first numerical is, let's suppose there is a wire. There is a wire AB which length is 10 meter. Okay. So this is our wire AB which length is 10 meter and its resistance is, total resistance of this particular wire is 20 ohm. Okay. Now according to this particular question, let's suppose they are saying that we are just bending this particular wire and we are just forming a square. Okay. So now this wire is converted in the shape. So I can just consider it. Let's suppose our AB wire is converted into a square and I'm just giving it name. Let's suppose this is the starting A, B, C, D. Okay. So this is our square, means all side of the square will be remain same. Now according to question, they can say you that find the resistance between any one arm. So case 1 is, case 1, resistance between any of one arm. Okay. So how we can find the resistance between any one arm? Okay. Let's suppose I need to find the resistance between BC. So as you know, the total resistance of this particular wire is 20 ohm. Okay. Now when we are just forming a square from this particular wire, means it will be equally fold 4 times. Okay. So what is the length of each side? The total length is 10 meter. When it is divided by 4, then the length of each segment will be 2.5 meter. 2.5 meter. 10 divided by 4, because now it is equally fold into 4 parts, so that it becomes square. So like 2.5 meter. Each side length is 2.5 meter. Okay. Now important thing is that we have to find the resistance between BC. Okay. So whenever this kind of the questions are given, so you have to just imagine like that we have connected a external battery between BC. Whichever point is provided to you, you simply just consider that we have just provided any battery or we have applied any battery between these two ends. Okay. Now when the current is, let's suppose the total current is I. So from this particular point the current will be segmentified. So let's suppose the current in this arm is going I1 and this arm is going I2. Now whatever the current is going downward, so that current have to follow the path from this end. Okay. So what we can say, that this arm resistance will be in series because the same current is flowing. Okay. What is the resistance of particular arm? When 10 meter resistance is 20 ohm. When 10 meter resistance is 20 ohm, like that we can find 10 meter 20 ohm. So 1 meter, it is 20 by 10, means 2 ohm. And what is the length of each arm? 2.5 meter. So simply we have to multiply with 2.5 meter. So for 2.5 meter, 2.5 into 2. So that is what? 5 ohm. Okay. So here also it is 5 ohm, here also it is 5 ohm, and here also it is 5 ohm, and here also it is 5 ohm. But as I have said you that this current is flowing in these 3 arms, means all are in series. So we have to add 5 ohm resistance 3 times, so you will get 15 ohm, and then again 5 ohm which is in parallel, because from this particular point the current is distributed. Okay. So 15 ohm and 5 ohm are in parallel. So simply 15 ohm is parallel with respect to 5 ohm, because for series connection we have to add. So like 5 plus 5 plus 5, you will get 15. 15 and 5. So 1 upon R is equals to what? 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 5. So 1 upon R is equals to 15 and 1 plus 3 1 upon r is equals to 4 upon 15 and r is equals to 15 by 4. This is the resultant resistance between any of one arm, whether it is BC, whether you can take AB, AD or CD. So this kind of questions can become, and it is important I think. One more question they can ask from same concept. Let's suppose they are saying that find the equivalent resistance between any one of its diagonal end. Okay, so same question is given to you. It is our case second. So let's suppose in our case second, they are saying that find the equivalent resistance between diagonal ends. Okay, so what we have done earlier, we have just fold this particular wire which having a 10 meter length into 4 equal sides. Okay, so it will so what it will form? It will form like A, B, C, D. Here A, B, C, D is our square. Okay, so total length is 10 meter. It means it is fold 4 times. So what is the length of particular side of this square? That is 2.5 meter. So here also it is 2.5 meter. It is 2.5 meter, and like all the sides are 2.5 centimeter. In this particular question, we have to find the equivalent resistance between the diagonal end. So I am just considering a diagonal end A and C. We have to find the equivalent resistance between A and C. Okay. So first of all, I would like to find the resistance of each arm. So that is very clear. When 10 meter resistance is 20 ohm, so we can find the resistance of 2.5 meter simply by the unitary method. When 10 meter resistance is 20 ohm, it means 1 meter resistance is 20 by 10, that is 2 ohm, and the 2.5 meter resistance is what? 2 ohm into 2.5, that is 5 ohm. Okay. Now we have to just connect the external source. Let's suppose I have connected like this, external source, okay, between these two diagonal ends. Okay. Now what we have to suppose? We have to suppose that current is just going from this end and we have to receive same current from C end. Whenever this kind of questions are coming, simply you just connect the external source between the two ends which has been provided to you or which has been said to you to find between these two ends. Okay. So in this particular segment, I have connected the external source and let's suppose the current is flowing I. Okay. So when the current I is flowing from these 2 points, it will be distributed. So let's suppose upper portion I1 current is going and lower portion I2 is going. Okay. Our other end is C. So this current has to flow like this and this current has to flow like this. Okay. So what is clear from this particular term, that in the arm AD and DC, same current I is going, means these two resistors are in series. Same, this I2 current is flowing in the arm AB and BC. So these two resistors are also in series. And what is the resistance of particular arm? 5 ohm, means here also 5 ohm, here also 5 ohm, here also 5 ohm, and here also 5 ohm is applied. Simply 5 ohm are in series, and here also 5 ohm are in series. So 5, 5, 10 and 5, 5, 10. And so simply our connection will be like this. When we solve 5, 5, then we will get 10 ohm upper side and 5, 5, 10 ohm, that is also for lower side. Okay. So now our circuit will be become like this. So it is the equivalent circuit of this. Now it is very clear that both are in parallel. Then 10, 10 we have to just solve in the parallel manner by this formula, that 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. It is for the parallel combination, and for series R is equals to R1 plus R2. Okay, so we will solve by this method, then we will get 1 upon R is equals to 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10 you will take the LCM, then you will get 2 by 10 and R is equals to what? 5 ohm. So this kind of questions can become, and they can just told you that any structure, let's suppose it is for the square, okay, they can just tell you that we are just making a rectangle also, we can just make a circle also for same question, let's suppose. For same question, let's suppose I am just making a circle from this particular, just by bending this wire, I am making a circle, okay, and they are saying that they are given 2 points A and B, and they are saying that these are the diametrical point, okay, means if I am just drawing a line which is joining A and B, so it will pass from center, so this is called diametrical point, okay. So they are saying that find the equivalent resistance between two diagonal ends, getting between two diagonal ends. So for same, from this question also, what we have to do, we have to connect the external source. It is just for a supposing or solving purpose, okay. And let's suppose the current I was flowing, and from this particular point we have two ways to move to B. One is from this way and other one is from this way, okay. The total length of this particular wire AB is 10 meter, and if I am considering AB about the diametrical point, then this is upper half, it is lower half, means 5 meter upper, 5 meter lower, okay. So the 5 meter here and the lower portion is also 5 meter. Simply we can find the resistance of 5 meter. If we have a resistance of 10 meter, 20 ohm, so what is the resistance of 5 meter? Simply by just by unitary method or just simple calculation, we can find the resistance of 5 meter. Here 1 meter resistance is 2 ohm, then 5 meter resistance will be 2 5s are 10. So let's suppose the resistance of upper portion is, we have calculated, that is 10 ohm, and for the lower portion is also 10 ohm resistance. Now it is very clear that 10 ohm resistance and 10 ohm resistance are in parallel because the current is different. So 10 are in parallel, and we can just solve 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10. Then we will get the result, what? 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, because the current is different, and we will get the result 2 by 10. So that is the value of R, and R is equals to 10 by 2, 5. Okay, so be very conscious while you are solving this kind of numericals. I hope that this numerical was helpful for you. Okay, so hopefully you will do better in your board exam. Thank you.